Good evening, everyone. My name is Julie. I'm the owner and founder of Lady Fall Ties Apothecary. I am doing pop-up lives for the 12 days of Samhain, and today is day number 8. And tonight we're going to be making a protection bundle. So I make a protection bundle every year at Samhain. And that is due to the fact that Samhain is the Celtic New Year. So a lot of my things that I do for year-long rituals or year-long processes, I do them around Samhain, where a lot of other people would do them at New Year's Eve. So last year at Samhain, I made this protection bundle, and you can see it's pretty flat. There's not much. It's seen better days, but it's been in my pocketbook for a year now. And so what I'm going to do is this year I make a new one and replace it, and this one will get buried. So I'll find a spot outside somewhere and bury this, and thank the herbs for serving me for the year. The other thing you could do is you could take the little charm off and you could burn it if you wanted as well. And the reason that I do this every year is because, just like everything else, herbs, they tend to lose their effectiveness after a while. And so it's always a good idea to, make yourself a new bundle every once in a while. And so I have just started it into my practice that I make a new one every year at Samhain time. Same as I make a new witch ball, and that is either going to be tomorrow night or Friday night's video for making a new witch ball. And again, I'll take down the old one, make a new one, and put it back up. This one's getting retired. And so for the new one, I have got a new piece of cloth. So I picked a different pattern. Not that it matters. You can pretty much use any kind of cloth that you want. You can use those already little done jewelry bags if you want to as well. Any kind of bag. I wouldn't say plastic bag, just because I don't know how well a plastic bag's going to last you for a year in your pocketbook. My pocketbook has some pretty rough days, so a plastic bag in my pocketbook for a year would definitely not last. It would get broken, and then I would just have herbs all over the bottom of my pocketbook. So anyway, if you have questions about what you want to use, just put it in the comments or let me know. I have my glasses on, so I can't see right now. But the reason I don't do this in a jar is because I like to carry this with me. If you're going to, say, just put it in your car and it's going to stay there in the glove box or something like that, you could certainly put it in a jar. Or if it's going to just sit in your home, you can use a jar. But this one, like I said, goes in my pocketbook, pretty much because there's not really any place I go that my pocketbook doesn't go. It's in the car with me, it's at work with me, it's at home with me, wherever, I am. I look like my eyes are like demon eyes. Wherever my pocketbook is, it's pretty much with me. So that's why I like it in my pocketbook. But again, you could put one in your home, one in your car. I could put one at work, but I just make one and leave it in my pocketbook. So the first two things that I'm going to put in here is some black tourmaline. And my husband and I like to go rock hounding and dig up our own crystals. And a lot of times I bring home ones that aren't very pretty looking. There's nothing real super special about them. But I bring them home for this purpose, because to go in my protection bundle, doesn't really matter what it looks like. It doesn't need to be shiny. It doesn't need to be all pretty and smooth or anything. The rock is still going to do what it's supposed to do. So that's a piece of black tourmaline. It did have one nice side right there. So that's going to go in there. And then this is a piece of smoky quartz. I'll see if I can get it so you guys can see it. It's a little piece of smoky quartz that I dug up this weekend when we went rock hounding. It says I have violated something. I don't know what it thinks I violated. But that's going to go in there as well. And so the next part is herbs. And I have not pulled those out yet. So just going to get my tray here, because I'm not really sure what I want to use yet. So wormwood, I wrote on the back, says protection. Let's see what else we have here. Nope. Good health. Protection. So that's red sandalwood. We used that the other night in the incense blend that we made. Rosemary. We used that last night in our intention jar. Let's see what else we got here. Lots of herbs, but I'm trying to get some different ones that we maybe haven't used yet. Alright. Don't mind me. If you get suggestions, let me know. Confidence, success, self-control, hand protection. That's a good one. Meadow sweet. So we'll put a little bit of that in there. And maybe one or two more here. Let's see what we got. Fertility, 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 peace. Past love. Aphrodisiac. We don't want that in there. Pain relief. Self-control. Gratitude. Let's find one more. We gotta find one more good one here. Prosperity. Still looking. Crown chakra. Detox. Protection. What do we got? Corn silk. That's a different one. We haven't used that one. So let's go with that. So we have our little square piece of cloth. And I have our black tourmaline and our smoky quartz in there. And then I am just going to put a little bit of these in here. So this corn silk says it's protection, good luck, and Pachamama, earth connection, grounding, connecting to Pachamama. All right, maybe she can help me open this envelope. I tell you, they don't make these things super easy to open. All right, so I'm gonna just take a little bit of the corn silk and put that in the center. Piece of my hair, I do not want that in there. All right, then what do we have next? We have meadow sweet, and this says pan protection, also for fertility, attracts sweet energy, eases anxiety and depression, and was sacred to the Druids. So we'll put a little bit of that in there. smells really good. Put a little extra. All right, next one, rosemary. So we've talked about that one already. So protective and oh, I wrote Hecate. So if you wanted to do some work with Hecate, you could use some rosemary. And I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of that in there. We have red sandalwood, and that is for removes negativity, purifying, sedative, protective, healing, grounding, and good for meditation. So we'll put a little bit of that in there. And some wormwood. And wormwood, I wrote protection. Can't read my own writing half the time. Enhances dreams, astral travel, and psychoactive. And keeps away pests and insects. So, lots going on with that one. I can't open the envelope. There we go. So I'm gonna, I love herbs. I'll put a little bit of that in there. All right. Now you can add as much or as little as you want. You can add just a whole bunch of one. If you go to the kitchen cupboard and you have a big jar of rosemary and that's all you have and you want to fill up your pouch with just rosemary, that's perfectly fine. Do what you can, do what feels right to you, use what you have. You don't have to go out and buy a bunch of stuff. But if you do want stuff, let me know. I have stuff. I have all kinds of herbs. Or you could go to my shop. On Facebook, on the Lady Falte Apothecary, there should be a button right at the top that says visit shop or view shop. I can't remember. I think it's view shop. And the herbs are in there for you as well. So then once we've got all our herbs in there, I'm just going to gather the cloth up. I'm going to gather the four corners. And then I'm just going to kind of pinch where I can feel the herbs are. And then I have a piece of sari ribbon that I'm gonna wrap around. I think the dog's coming down the hallway, so I don't know what's gonna happen if she jumps on the bed. Everything could go flying. All right, and I'm just gonna put a knot in here. And then, you know, you could put a charm on here if you want. Decorate it with anything you want. And make it your own. But again, I like this one to be pretty simple, pretty easy. Because like I said, it gets put in my pocketbook. And it takes a beating. So, last year's, I did put a little metal charm on there. But this year, and I tied it with twine. This year I tied it with some sari ribbon. And that's S-A-R-I, not S-O-R-R-Y. All right. And so now that's going to just go in my pocketbook. And now I have my new protection bundle for the new year. So, and then next year at Samhain, I'll make a new one. So, we still have, we're going to make a witch ball one night. We're going to set up a ancestral altar one night. And we have 2 more nights, so I'm not sure. We have 9, 10, 11, and 12, so I got to think of a couple more things. I've got a lot of different ideas. I've got perfumes we could make, decorating a broom, but I'm not quite sure what we're going to pick yet. But I know we're going to do the witch ball because I do make a new one every year. And we're going to do the ancestral altar because my ancestral altar needs to be set up as well. So, but that's it for tonight. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and give me a thumbs up, share, comment, like, blah, blah, blah. All those things you guys know you're supposed to do. So, all right, I'll see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.